Yeah,
Like,
watching on your
mhm.
recommendation, 'cause I was like, all right, what else should I watch
Yeah.
of Rajamouli's before? Like,
Mhm.
I watched the Malayalam version on YouTube of Bahubali, and like that was,
Mhm.
and even there, like the difference between they clearly speaking Telugu and then Malayalam as like different languages, like it still was almost hard because it's like I watched it in like HD and it was kind of hard because I was like, oh, I could see their mouths going
Yeah,
like.
you can like, you
Yeah,
start
so
to
you
it's like
don't
one of
want
those
that.
things
Yeah.
you can get used to it. You, like, know it's a dub. So even though you're like, "Well, it's okay. I mean, I can get used to it, and I'm just reading subtitles anyway," but it's like, "But I know it's dubbed," you know?
Yeah.
It's just like, the psychological, like, aspect of that comes in.
Yeah,
I
but
I I
ultimately you're watching the movie, so who cares? Enjoy the story,
Exactly.
right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Exactly.
I like that for the Hindi version of RRR, it is the same. It's the cast, like because obviously you
Mhm.
have to be able to speak Hindi and Telugu probably to be a star, like be a pan Indian star
For
anyway. Like,
sure.
so like it is cool that it's like you can see that it's their voices. You know what I mean? And it's not like
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's
they're
always huge.
very
I
very
always
different
find that,
languages.
like, really jarring from some of these actors that I love, like, when you watch a dub of something and it's so very clearly not their voice,
It's like,
like,
that's not
it can
you. What
start
are
to
you
be
doing?
like
Right.
it's like, that's not what he sounds like," so it
Yeah.
can be a little strange, but then it's also funny because there are certain, actors where, like, the person that dubs them in another language just, like, becomes associated with that actor. I
Right.
know, like,
Yeah.
Allu Arjun, I think there's, like, 1 or 2 guys who always will dub him in Hindi, and so there is like a person who is like, this is the voice of Allu Arjun in Hindi, and this is like people just associate him with this guy. So like it's really interesting where it's like if you've only heard something dubbed, you're like, well, that's what he sounds like. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
it can be very weird too.
and it's really interesting, like certain filmmakers who do things in other languages, like Miyazaki, for example, right? Like now there's almost like a gold rush for whatever movies that people are dubbing of his. That they're like, oh, let me like big stars will like want to
Robert
be the voices
Pattinson.
in it. Yeah, like
Mhm.
is a
Totally.
very